Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of So What You Hear of 2024. I'm Jay.
I'm Craig.
Tiff.
And football has taken a very good turn. We are almost to the most fun time and the most sad time because you're going to lose football, but you're getting the best football.
You get the playoffs, baby.
The cream of the crop is coming together to wiggle things out, and part of that's already been done. The number one playoff position is already locked up, AFC and NFC. We know where that's going, and it was kind of easy to see some of that you kind of saw early.
I'm not gonna lie, the Ravens were good, but we were questioning them, and they just kept winning.
Like they look good now. They look scary good right now.
They just kept winning, and now the AFC runs through Baltimore.
Yeah,
I mean, even if you talk about like the Niners, and that we were at one point pretty much like, it's a lock, and then they had 3 games, and you go, I don't know, and then it was like, they're good.
Until they faced the Ravens, and then
last week,
2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And they
Well, that is true. Well, that changes the narrative of whether we're going to call them Super Bowl.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But they kind of held.
Because I was like, who's going to beat them?
Remember the Ravens? Remember the AFC? We didn't know about Dolphins. We thought the Dolphins were there. They were right there
until they met the Ravens.
But we also thought in Cleveland. Shit,
Cleveland looks good. They do.
And then the
Cleveland's only Cleveland. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
that could be tough for them.
It's gonna be interesting.
I will say that I think when it comes to the 49ers, I just really believe that again we saw them lose to Baltimore, but even that, Trent Williams got hurt. 3 game stretch where they lose, Trent Williams get hurt. Every time this offense kind of starts at a snag, even before this season, it's when Trent Williams isn't around.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost to the point of if they can keep Trent Williams healthy, even the Ravens game might be different again.
Well, that Commanders game, I think, is the most mobile I've seen Purdy.
Yeah,
because he was actually getting out the pocket. He was scrambling a little bit to wait till people get open. And he didn't really have to do that because Trent Williams is there keeping guard.
Yeah,
and he can sit
there.
But
I think we need to see that because when he's not there, he was very statuesque when you saw him play.
But that's what I'm saying. He was actually moving against the Commanders. It's a big touchdown they got.
That might open up part of his game.
Yeah,
because he wasn't doing it before.
No, So I think he got spoiled a little bit of that comfort. But you might not always have that. And
he also has to show that you could do that because you need to be mobile.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there's no such thing as a pure pocket passer anymore.
No.
So
these defenders.
There's still one left. Joe Flacco.
Well, other than even Joe Flacco was putting the wheels on, and then he made that one pass while he was falling.
Yes, but for the most part, his legs have left him.
Were they there?
I'm like, he was
when
I remember.
Were they there?
That's true.
But yeah.
But the Ravens look good though.
The Ravens, they look. Yeah, I mean, you had the couple of things. I'm sorry, they had the couple of things at the end where some teams that they were like, well, we got to see, and they watched them. It's not even just that they beat these teams.
56-19, the Dolphins.
Yeah,
that's
and during that loss, the Miami Dolphins lost. They're one of their best defensive people.
Yeah,
and again, he should have been playing in the last 2 minutes.
But
that's what happens.
Yeah, they're scary. This is the Ravens.
This looks more like this doesn't look like the 2012 Ravens team. This gives me more of that. It's like the Ravens defense of 2000s, but it gives you that complete team that you're worried that's just going to go.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll take advantage of this aspect of the game.
No, it's this is wow, okay, they got pieces.
Yeah.
And they can do it on all.
Now the question is, can Lamar get through the mental part of the game later? And that's what we're going to have to see.
We will see.
Yeah,
we'll see. He has had some struggles.
But it seems like this is it seems like I will say this year he's going to win his second MVP, and I will say this offense. It looks like everything is clicked for him, and it's looked good. It's can't even lie. He had really decent numbers. He had
not less mistakes.
And you didn't see him have that frustration he did when they get down.
And I mean, one thing we have pointed out, and you talk about the Ravens in post, is that like an offense isn't always very good. Like, and it's not just like him, and being the quarterback, you're going to get the like you didn't do it, but like. And they got him some weapons. They changed offensive coordinator, and now Lamar Jackson is making plays with his arms that we really didn't know if he could do because you just couldn't see him do it.
You say he could do.
Yeah, I mean, so he failed a bunch, but it clearly was offensive.
Maybe he's been working on it. Yeah.
So I mean, he's putting in the work, and it's crazy because now we're a year later from when he was holding out. And he was out. They let him go look, and teams just said no.
And like JJ Watt was talking about Pat McAfee the other day.
Like, now you think about $250 million guaranteed for that.
Yeah.
And it's like shit. That was a discount.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was a discount.
Yeah. So
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, can you imagine Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson?
I had dreams. I thought there might have been a chance you might put something out to these things. $250 million. I mean, I'm not going to be lying. That's worth it for him and what he's shown. And I'm actually gonna, even though his first MVP was definitely unanimous and he did a hell of a season. But this one was like, I'll hold this one a little bit higher.
Yeah,
hold this
because I think the performance was more all around quarterback.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and like, the first MVP was because he's electrifying.
Really?
I mean, but these two teams on the top of each conference are definitely. There's a reason.
Yeah,
there's a reason, and they look like they look like teams that would be in the Super Bowl if they went to the playing. So
if things go by,
I think 49ers have shown more of their weaknesses. Like I think. They're not going to be easy to beat, but I think teams have seen what it takes, what you got to do to beat them. But the Ravens, I think...
the Ravens smacked them in the mouth, and I don't think they knew what to do. They hadn't been smacked in the mouth this season. Yeah. And they were like, oh, shit.
Okay, well, just get more physical.
Yeah, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
So
Baltimore just got more physical.
Was playing back a little bit, and then... of course, they just end up taking it. But
because the Commanders can be a physical team. They just have no skill.
So you have to be very...
And the thing is, you can't let off the gas with them because that's the one thing with them. They have what that Kansas City team had that time they beat them in the Super Bowl. When Kansas City beat them in the Super Bowl, Kansas City you can't let up. That's why they lost.
Yeah.
But they have that this time around. They have that this time around. Like they're never out of a game unless you put them in the mud early and often.
Yeah,
that's how you beat them. Yeah. But let's get to this AFC. The AFC playoff
with Baltimore locking that number one up. That could make this AFC playoff picture just absolutely insane because you have Pittsburgh playing for wild card spot, and Lamar and pretty much everybody good on that team might not be playing.
Yeah. I got a feeling that a lot of them will sit. I think the Steelers somehow the Steelers are going to win. And the Steelers are going to be in the play.
I did say they don't count them out yet. I don't know about
the playoffs. You always said Mike Tomlin. You said they were going to find a way.
Like he's going to have a winning.
They're done.
Season. Like I
just 2 weeks ago, when they were 7, they're 7-8. Or 7-7.
To be fair, we did make they're dead before they got Mason Rudolph.
We didn't think he was going to do anything.
The Steelers are 9-7.
So when they were 7-7, and we were like, this is it. They're gonna.
And I was just like, no, it's not. I've seen this before.
So
like even games they should have not even almost win, and then Rudolph was just.
I will say that it's nice to see. Not nice, but I'm happy that they at least try to turn it around. I don't think they'll go far if they make the playoffs.
No.
I think they're the first weekend out, but that'd be cool.
I don't know. They on though.
Najee last week looked the best I've seen him look completely.
I would have to see who they would have to play first if they win.
Depends what seed they are.
Like if they have to play the Chiefs, they could beat the Chiefs.
They could beat the Jaguars.
And their defense is better. Oh yeah, they could beat the Jags.
They could beat the Jags and the Chiefs.
So that's at least one round. Now, whether it could be the Ravens, I don't think so. But
Or depending on
they could ruin some people,
it's true.
Beat the
Here.
Dolphins. Dolphins are seriously injury ridden.
Yeah, they could ruin somebody's
No
year.
defense. Offense.
Waddle's hurt.
Oh yeah,
Tyreek's
Tyreek's
banged
back.
up.
He's
Yeah.
going back in, but he is.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got-
Isn't Mostert hurt?
No, most was okay. Well, they've all been questionable in and out the almost all season. They all been kind of banged. You
Yeah.
are all kind of banged up.
That's why, even though they might lose to Buffalo.
I hope not, because you know what?
Dallas put Waddle out, right?
My thing about it is, just talking about Buffalo, they have to win.
They never.
They have to win and beat to be in.
Now, I think Miami's tired of losing because they just hit a skid and they've
Yeah.
kind of been embarrassed in the last couple of games. So, pride might drive this, but all their pass rushers are hurt. Their secondary's a little banged up. Xavier Howard's banged up badly.
Yeah,
Ramsey's all right.
And the Bills won't only.
Health wise, he's all right.
but, you know,
Play-wise,
yeah.
And Bills only lose the bad teams, so
But guess what?
This
It's
is
all.
the team.
Hang on, hang on.
That's
Injuries,
what I'm
so I mean,
saying.
that's-
Let's be true. It all depends what Josh Allen comes between them white lines on Sunday.
You know what? No. It comes down to whether Sean McDermott is going to go out there and call stupid passing plays on every
Or they're
down,
gonna run the ball.
or they're going to run the ball.
If they run the ball,
They
James
lose
Cook.
when McDermott tells Josh Allen to go, hey, go throw the ball 70 times.
I think they have an idea with how. I think they started. Finally, they realized run the ball. You have a running back who can run the ball.
You think the Texans have a chance to get in?
They have a chance.
Stroud,
They've got to beat the
Stafford.
Colts.
They had to beat the Colts, and they have to beat the
I
Colts.
think the Dolphins have to beat Buffalo.
Yeah, and that's about it.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
in.
beat the Colts and the Bills have to lose.
Yeah, because they'll be in. They'll be in.
Oh, or beat the Colts and Jacksonville loses y'all.
But the,
True.
but the Colts have to win, so that should be a good game.
But the Colts have to. Yeah, Texas.
Yeah, they-
Texas and Houston are fighting for.
that might be a good game.
Oh, that's going to be an insane game.
Yeah.
That was probably going to be one of the better games of the weekend.
Yeah, that sounds exciting. It really does.
Yeah, and I don't think Trevor Lawrence is gonna be back in time for this game.
I don't think he is.
So
There's a chance y'all can beat them. Because it's not. This isn't Malik Willis. Tannehill's your backup now.
yeah, but Tannehill does not look good when he came back. I mean, you not watching any of the games.
It's still better than what you normally have. And isn't it C.J. Beathard in Jacksonville?
Yeah, but guess
Yeah.
what?
Who y'all playing? I'm sorry.
We play Jacksonville. this
Y'all
week.
play Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Okay, so, no offense. Jacksonville should be the.
With C.J. Beathard?
Hey, I don't know who's gonna be coming on the center. Man, okay. I'm not gonna lie. Our defense isn't bad, but come on, Jacksonville.
They asked Vrabel if he's going to tank, and he's like, yeah, losing sucks. I'm not.
Yeah.
I mean, the
trying to lose."
Texans beat the brakes off of them.
26-3.
Like, I had Derrick Henry. He did nothing.
He
Like,
had 42 yards.
yeah, I know losing my
Yeah.
playoff game. Yeah,
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
it still hurts.
We'll
a
see.
little
Yeah,
bit.
we'll have to. That's what's going to shake out
But,
this weekend.
well, yeah, well, any given Sunday, but yeah.
And and on the flip side of that, the NFC playoff scenario is more of who's playing a team that's going to set less of their starters and has more of a chance of winning their game.
Well, like the Packers still got to try to make it, right? Are they?
Playing the Bears, yeah.
They
And I
need
think
to win.
I don't see the Bears. Not
The Bears
trying.
aren't going to lie down. They're right
I
now.
think they're gonna
The Bears,
flip
they've been playing
Well,
pretty
Justin Fields is playing for a job.
That's what I'm
So,
saying. That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. So I think they're gonna have to
I'm not
play.
going to lie to you. I think he secured that up after how he's played the past 3-4 games.
I think so. They've been on the win, right?
Conversation is still very much but at the same time, this is how many years in the league is he?
2.
2, right?
Second season.
Between next year's 3.
Okay, I don't understand your point.
And
Which means the
okay,
year after, by next year, they're going to already have to start talking contract.
But that'll decide everything. So,
Do you want to miss a
no,
generational college
because
talent?
they can. That's 50
and they have a first draft pick, so they can pick something that's going
Remember,
to help.
most
Maybe a
rookies
lineman.
signed 4 years.
They need a lineman. They need he's
No,
running around a lot more than he should.
Honestly, this line is they stiffened up
They
the
did
pass
stiffen up,
because he
but-
hasn't been getting but his legs have been saving him a lot. But he's been,
They could use
He
another
runs
running. They need a
forward
better
better.
running back.
huh?
He was a
They need them. If they had a running game that could help, so that it's not just him trying to run the ball.
the running back just got cut. Isn't it?
No, Dalvin Cook, but Dalvin Cook's going to a contender. So he's probably coming.
If y'all don't go get him, y'all are morons.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
he's the type of bang bang
that y'all need.
Yeah, because he will take it. He likes contact. He can run through it.
Yeah, that's why I'm like.
You need DC.
I hope Jerry's just thinking about that because like that's what they need. And I think Pollard needs that. Pollard's good.
Yeah.
But he's used to. Zeke used to get them all tired, and he runs through them.
He's an explosive play running back. You need a grinding.
You need a grinding. Somebody hit to make it hurt to wear them down, and then you get to you give it to Pollard, and he gets to run.
Pollard is a change of pace back. You don't really have a workhorse back.
Yeah,
you just as long as he comes to y'all, doesn't go to the Birds.
That's the only thing on their team that works is DeAndre Swift. I don't think adding Dalvin Cook's going to help.
Yeah, I know, but I can see them doing it. Okay, let's just talk about. He said a contender. He said a contender.
Well, I mean, I give you that, but
because the Niners ain't gonna pick him up.
I don't think
they don't need him.
Yeah.
In the Rams, maybe.
No. Karen Williams is all right. Not Green Bay if they make it. Detroit's not gonna need it.
No.
So yeah, honestly,
the Ravens might need him.
Because they did lose
their running backs keep getting hurt.
Yeah, if I was him, I had the choice.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I know I'm serious.
I'm gonna run the ball. So yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that.
Yeah,
they gonna need him to run the ball.
I mean, maybe Dallas. Some people just like to be.
But Dallas is also he could. But I didn't think about that after 25 by the Ravens.
Yeah, that's
that's a big one.
I'm not saying my babies can't make it, but if you want,
that's a big one.
You have to build. But I don't know. That's interesting to me.
Because that's the thing. Like, I think Dalvin Cook to Dallas could give Dallas what they need to compete with Baltimore. But if Dalvin Cook goes with Baltimore, then
the Bucks need to win, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the Bucks.
They win their division.
Who they playing again?
They are playing Carolina.
Oh, I don't like to speak on things, but that's
basically if they beat Carolina, they got.
Yeah, that's what I don't like to speak, but Carolina's got shut out last year.
Carolina's got shut out a lot. Carolina got shut out.
So that should be a W. I want to say.
They're so bad.
Did Baker really get hurt? No, I can't remember if he came.
I don't think Baker got hurt last year.
Okay.
The Saints just won't go away.
They're away. That's not the BS. They're away because even if they somehow
they have that bunch.
They're not even a road.
They need Texans and Seattle to lose, right?
But they'll get.
They have to win.
When the Saints need to beat the Falcons.
They need to beat the Falcons. They need the
Texans. They need Tampa Bay to lose.
Tampa Bay, I know.
Yeah.
You know when you're driving and they've removed the speed bump, but the lines and the fade is still there, so it looks like there's a speed bump, and you get all like, oh god, and then you drive through and you go, god, that's the Saints.
But they're doing it though. They are.
No, they're not. They're beating terrible teams, and they're in a horrible division, so they have a chance because the rest of that division is so bad they can barely put together a winning record.
Who did they just beat? They just beat the Bucks.
What's the Bucks record?
The Bucks.
They're both 8-8.
There's teams that are wild card that are fighting for wild card that have better records than everybody in their division. Think about that.
All right.
Cleveland is a wild card team.
The Giants was a wild card team, and who did they beat?
We weren't that kind of a wild card team.
You were a wild card team, and who did you beat?
No.
It was David and Goliath.
No.
Yeah, it was.
No.
Y'all hit them with a rock. That was David and Goliath. Okay, y'all was supposed to just get, and that's not what's called hard. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I'm saying.
I was like, nobody has more heart than Derek Carr. And if that's what caused you to win, he would still be in Oakland.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but no.
This is negativity.
No.
NFC is pretty much almost.
It's pretty much sad. Like the Rams are fighting, but the way they've been playing,
the Rams
they're gonna win.
Yeah, the Rams.
They clinch.
Oh, well, then
Seattle needs to win.
It's the Bucks that need to win.
Bucks and Seattle and
the Pack. Yeah, it's the Packs that's trying.
Yeah.
Who's in that last playoff spot right now? Is it the Packers?
It's the Packers. They never said if it was the day was the playoffs. Yeah.
I don't know. Seattle's going to win because they're playing Arizona, and I can see
let's not count Arizona. They beat Philly. Let's not count them out.
Now, I can't explain it, but
They
that's
beat
what
him.
happened. Okay,
And Kyler Murray beat him. He on the field on Sunday.
I'm just saying. Like, you can't. But even with the Carolina,
Are you saying Seattle was going to do it? You believe in Gino now?
I mean, over
yeah.
Green Bay? Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Green Bay has a better.
Jordan Love. We've had segments on Jordan Love this season. He's all right. He made some plays.
I don't think as a team they're good enough.
Oh, I mean, shit. Remember that year the Seahawks went? They were 7-9.
Yeah, they have the same record as the Packers. They're both 8-8.
You know. So let's be real, man.
I
I just don't want to see another year with a losing team with a losing record being the playoffs.
Oh, and now it's 7. That's going to happen. Yeah, like
If the Falcons beat the Saints, they'll be 8-9. And if the freaking Tampa Bay somehow loses to Carolina, they'll be 8-9. And an 8-9 team from the NFC South will make the playoffs.
isn't that crazy? And then they'll get much.
Yes, so that's why I'm saying I need and then we'll have all right to be like, oh heck no. And sometimes then you have that argument: should a team, even if you are a divisional leader, even if you're a division, because that means you'll host a home game, playoff game, with a losing record.
Yeah.
Should you even be allowed to play?
You still got to win.
I
though.
think maybe I don't think I think division. I think record should set home
But
field.
they don't want to do that because if you win the division, you win the field. That's just how that works. They need the division games to mean more.
Well, it means more because you don't got to fight for a wild card. You could be a bad team and
Well, if
just
you're
win
not
your
fighting
division.
for a wild card, then you're going to be at home. If you are a division champion, you get to be at home, no matter
Yes.
how ugly
But
it
if we're all
is. You got there.
8-9, I'm in the division. Yay! I'm going to the playoffs. You would have never won a wild card. You're lucky. That's what you get for
You're
winning the
lucky.
division.
Should that be a cool rule? If you have a losing record but you're a division leader, you have to go to the next wild card team and they get the home game.
That's what he was saying, but
That's
they're
what
not
So
going
that's
to
what
do
you said.
that.
That'd be cool.
They're not going to do that.
I would like that because all right, I respect the fact you won your division, but you had a losing record.
You
Well,
have to
'cause
win
I
the
also
record,
think
you
it
still gotta keep
penalizes
winning.
teams.
It
You're
doesn't
still-
matter where you play.
I mean, because once you win, that's your last home game because you have to go on the road because you have a worse record.
That's not how it works. So
Because my thing is, and I think what she's trying to what about a team like Baltimore or not Baltimore, Cleveland? It's 11-5. They have a better record than most of the teams in the playoffs.
But on the AFC side, ain't nobody going to be the division leader who's
But that means that if they did it that way, technically Cleveland would have a better record than almost everybody but Baltimore. They would be the home team until they got to Baltimore.
I said that.
And on some fronts, I don't.
Hang on.
I'm sorry.
Hang on. I said that only matters if you win the division with a losing record.
Oh,
yeah, but they don't.
My
do
stipulation
that,
was if you win a division with a losing record, you do not get to host the home game. I didn't say
think it's kind of sad that Cleveland's going to have to go to Arrowhead because the Chiefs are terrible.
I mean,
And
there's
Cleveland is
plenty of
clearly a
teams
much
that
better
take
team.
advantage of
Well,
having a bad.
but their record wasn't.
division.
The record wasn't. It wasn't. They had more wins. That's what it is.
Seattle got years of being lucky enough to be in a bad division. Like there's some
Yeah.
teams that.
So
New England.
I mean, there was a year the NFC East couldn't beat anybody.
I mean,
but
a little
the
bit.
NFC
Peyton
East.
Manning, when he was with the Colts,
Yeah.
the AFC South was terrible.
yeah, the Texans were a fucking shoe.
So I mean,
Yeah, I mean, and
And
then
then us.
he goes to Denver. Who was good in Denver's division at the time? Nobody.
yeah. Like,
Oh yeah, the Phillip Rivers led Chargers.
The rest of that conference got good later.
yeah.
That's true.
So, but
Yeah.
I think this is a whole new playing field anyway because there are
But-
more games.
But I mean, I
Just
think
Well, I feel like the
and-
NFC East, our division, and then what would be the AFC North? Yeah, we have this complaint more than anybody because this happens to us more than most other conferences.
Well, yeah,
We're like, dude, we got 3 teams that are 11-win teams.
even when we
All y'all bums
even when
are
there was
only
only
getting we'd own all the playoff spots if it wasn't for y'all.
Even when there were only 2
We
slots,
still take both of them.
Yeah.
we still end up taking up. Yeah,
I know.
we've done that, but
I remember that. I've seen that.
Yeah,
And you've got guys like Ben Roethlisberger. It's like, dude, Ben, Baltimore, Pittsburgh. Like, you don't think if they switch New England out, and put Ben Roethlisberger in there. You don't think he wins the division and
Yeah,
gets the
you had the
number one pick
Steelers in
overall
that
every
same division. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna win it every year. If
But we
Dallas goes to the NFC South, we're in Texas. We should be in the South, and now is sitting in there with the Saints.
Yo, that wouldn't even be fair.
It would not be fair. It would be terribly.
I think they'd have to. They ended up moving Carolina to the East
It makes sense.
because they're technically
They're the farthest up north.
Yeah, so they'd lose the. Oh my lord!
Yeah.
Oh, y'all be counting in division bears
Every year, they'd have a first round bye. They'd have win 6-0 in the division every year. Like, no, it's not fair.
You should have a petition for that. That's a whole playoff game every year.
I mean, look, that's basically what Drew Brees had when he got to
Seattle.
New Orleans.
Yeah.
You think y'all are going to win the division this year? Like, who's our toughest competition?
Matt
Panthers are
Ryan
really
Falcons. Matt Ryan and the Falcons.
The Panthers had years they were tough.
They had that one. It was those three. Those three always battle.
Yeah, they had years.
They had years they battled down there.
Because like I said, there was years with Seattle. Like that was it. And then once their home game's over, they lose.
They
like,
did that. Yeah.
They win that wild card game, and then
I mean, that's the only thing you can give to like everybody else we talked about, like Peyton and the Colts and Peyton in Denver and Tom in New England. Like, they didn't crap the bed as soon as they
kept winning.
They still won.
Yeah.
But you can't deny that y'all had easier paths.
And it's hard to beat Seattle at home.
That's
But then you go somewhere else. It's like Dallas right now. We can only beat people at home.
Yeah. I mean, the gauntlet of teams that we had to go through with Eli Manning to get to the Super Bowl are the same teams we played in the regular season.
Yeah.
Like, hey, wasn't it that year that the Seahawks beat the Saints Beastquake? Was when they were that team with the losing record?
They might have, yeah.
And they beat them at home?
Yeah.
You remember that? Yeah. What?
That's all they could beat.
They got
at
the
home.
beast mode after the Sean Alexander, because that's what they did.
Yeah.
Sean Alexander would run and run and run, and the beast mode would run and run and run.
Romo perfected his silent count, and then he could beat them. He could not beat them at home until then. And then once that happened, he could beat them at home. But oh my goodness, them at home, the crowd was so loud. People, it beat you every time, but they can't beat anybody anywhere else. Like,
I'm super excited though for this year's playoffs.
I feel good. Like, I'm being really upset if they're a dud, but I think I feel good about
that first weekend when we get there.
I don't think the Chiefs. We're going to talk about that next week, but I think. Yeah.
We can
Let's talk about that. Well, you want to talk about?
No,
we
You
can
don't
talk.
want
We
to
can,
talk.
yeah.
You don't want to talk about
We can
that.
talk a little bit about the Chiefs if you want to, because I'm with you on that. Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
I do. I think they don't look good.
They don't.
And like they won, and like, they're back now.
I can see
They're
them
back
really
now.
won.
And who-
I can see them losing division weekend.
Who they play?
Who they play? Oh my goodness, I have it. Hold on. Get mad at me.
Because it wasn't. It was Cincinnati, right? Yeah, because Jamar Chase talking all that trash. But you played him without Burrow. Like,
Yeah.
What was the score of that game? I thought it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
Oh, I don't know.
It was. It was a fight. It was a back and forth.
Yeah.
Why can't I find it?
25-17.
25. I just found it. Yeah.
But,
it was,
yeah.
And that's not a complete team. So I mean,
And they were like, "Oh, see, this is what like."
no.
Kelsey he don't have to. I'm sorry, he got to that girl though. Like, I'm sorry. He had like one catch.
Yeah, he didn't have anything.
Yeah, it was.
I put him on my bench. He was sitting on my bench. I'm like,
It was definitely they are. They do not put any
she gonna be
fear.
playing football. I think she be
At all.
taking people.
They put zero fear into me this season.
No, like
Yeah.
They'll probably lose divisional weekend. Which is if it is.
I mean, depending on how things shake out, like you think, look at the wild card team they might be having to play. I'm like, yeah, I think they're much better.
So
I mean, they can end up having to play the Browns.
If Antonio Pierce was the head coach the entire season, I don't think they have the division.
Like I said, they can end up have to play the Browns, and
They're gonna get stomped if they have to play the Browns.
yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. So
So I'm gonna say
We'll
about
see.
that.
Yeah, because 5 plays 2, right? Oh no, because 7 plays 2.
7 plays 2.
5 plays 3.
Yeah.
Oh, then they won't see them then.
And then
Five. You say five
no,
total.
6 plays 3.
6 plays 3.
5 plays 4.
Okay.
So right now the Browns are 5.
So who's 4? Oh, they playing in Jacksonville.
Right now, Jacksonville is
They
4.
play anybody. What was the NFC South they play?
So that depends on who wins and how that
What's
works.
the Chiefs' record?
No, I'm sorry.
They're 10-6.
What's the Jags' record?
Jags are 9-7.
They'll be in division. They'll be.
So I don't think Mahomes is playing this weekend because they've already locked everything up.
Yeah.
So if Kansas City loses this weekend,
Oh,
they could end up being
10-7, 10-7. But it depends. It depends.
yeah. I'd have to look into that. There's a chance they could be the
fourth.
The fourth.
See, it's true.
Oh,
And then-
Kansas City could be the.
It
No,
depends.
the
Well, because
Chiefs
them
could
and
be
the
the fourth.
Jacksonville would have the same record. And I'm not sure who has the tiebreaker in their situation. Like I'd have to look that up.
To see who won.
No, I mean it's gonna come down. It's gonna come down to all those stats like division, points for.
Yeah, I know. Oh,
Strength of
trust
schedule,
me.
all that
Yeah,
kind of crap.
yeah.
Yeah. So
But
we'll know. We'll know next week.
we'll know next week. Next week will be the last episode talking about regular season anything. Because after that, it's nothing but playoffs.
It's playoffs,
I believe
baby.
we've done this for almost
A full season.
It
full season.
Good, I like
We've
it.
almost got a full season on this. This is I'm liking it.
Thank you guys for sticking with us. I appreciate it.
Yeah, Aaron, loving y'all just showing up and showing love.
So
So
I think that's it.
yeah.
Right?
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
And we'll see y'all next week. Go Blue.